Hello, sports fans, sports bettors, and YouTube Nation. John here with Riggin Picks. Got some Sunday football action for you for it's going to be October 28th, 2019. Thursday night football got us. We had the Minnesota Vikings to cover the 16.5 point spread, which ended up closing at 17 points. Several opportunities, but who was on the Vikings that got tired of hearing this? Holding offense, number 70. So many opportunities just squandered. Just drive after drive after drive. Stalled. Vikings ended up winning 19-9. Redskins covered for a second week in a row. But just so many penalties just killed them. So took the loss. There it was. No excuses. And we're going to move on. I got 3 games here and a couple of personal leans for you. I'm going to start with the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. The Patriots just traded and got yet another just underrated great receiver, Mohamed Sanu. Sanu's been one of the best receivers in the NFL for separation rate. He just finds himself wide open down the field and in a good spot. And, oh, guess what? Tom Brady's got another receiver that's going to be open down the field for him. It's going to be a nightmare for any secondary that plays this team. And then for their offense to have to go out and play the Patriots' defense, I think it's going to be a rough season for a lot of teams that the Patriots cross paths with from here on out. Yeah, the last thing Tom Brady needed was another receiver to get wide open, unless you're a Patriots fan, and then you're just tickled pink that Sanu's in town. And Tom's already been texting with him and getting a rep together, and they're hard workers. They carry themselves with we're going to win attitude, and he's going to fit. Sanu is going to fit right in with the Patriots. The Browns, they're back to playing Browns football. I don't know if there's a Johnny Manziel aura around Cleveland, but Baker Mayfield, he should probably drop the commercials and get to his study book or something. He's got to figure out how to play in the NFL and improve. It's like he's good one week and then he's terrible, then he's good, and he shows signs of being good, and then just bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. And I see it with a lot of quarterbacks that are coming out of college, in my opinion, too early. You got Dwayne Haskins, Ohio State, should have learned how to play football instead of just thinking he was good. He was good in college, really good in college. That doesn't transfer over to the NFL unless you understand the game up here. The speed, everybody's just as fast as you. You're not playing a college that you're faster than everybody else or you're bigger than everybody else. Everybody's big as you. They're as fast as you. So I think Baker Mayfield needs to leave the housekeeping to Johnny Manziel because that's what he's good at, maybe, and focus on football. But the Browns, it's just been rough this year for them. And now the Patriots are coming to town, one of the best defenses maybe we'll ever see in the NFL. It's yet to be seen, but so far they've been better than anyone to step on the field yet up through this point. So just with that fact that Chubb's he's gonna struggle to find some yards against the Patriots. They're gonna have different defensive schemes, and I think Mayfield's gonna throw some picks. He's gonna find himself laying on his back a little bit in this game. The Browns have a decent-ish offensive line, but the Patriots are just going to be too much for them in this game. Right now the spread's 12 points. I would take it. I know 12's a lot in football. We just took 16.5 with the Vikings, and they should have covered it, and they didn't. But I believe the Patriots, they will. They're going to have another big win. We're going to go with a 1.5 unit play on this. We're going with the next game is going to be the Giants and the Lions. I apologize if I'm talking a little softly. My wife is sleeping. I don't really want to wake her up. So we're going to go with the Giants and the Lions. Yes. Ford Field, Sunday, October 28th. Two teams riding a 3-game losing streak. Giants are 2-5. The Lions are 2-3-1. Find themselves in last place in the in the Packers division. My own team. Can't even think of it right now. NFC South. No. NFC Central. There it is. Got it. Yeah. They're in last place. Started out okay. They've been putting up huge offensive numbers, just playing teams, good teams. They're just getting beat, period. The Giants, they've been playing football. They beat the Redskins and they beat the Buccaneers, and the only reason they beat the Buccaneers is because there was a field goal missed late. So the Lions, they've just been putting up points. They've been playing high-powered offenses. Minnesota, Green Bay, Kansas City. It's tough. It's tough when you're playing teams like that to prevail. Matthew Stafford's coming off a huge game, and he's looking. This matchup's looking to favor him. And the Giants' pass defense is not very good. Kerryon Johnson went down, so they have J.D. McKissic and they got Ty Johnson now that can run the football. But Kerryon Johnson was a huge part of their offensive scheme. But I think if they put the ball in Matthew Stafford's hand and say, hey, we need you to throw the ball 45 to 50 times, Galladay's going to have a huge day. I don't think it's going to be a problem for them. They're going to find open receivers. Stafford's going to get the job done. The Giants, they do have Saquon Barkley. They will be without wide receiver Sterling Shepard. Quarterback Daniel Jones. He's going to have several wide receiver options to throw to on Sunday. And Detroit, they lead the Giants in just about every offensive category. The Lions hold a slight edge in most of the defensive areas also. Both teams are banged up. I just think the Giants will try to They will try to run the clock down as much as they can and kind of try to play keep away from Matt Stafford, if that's it. But I think Matt Patricia and the Lions and Stafford, they just have too much for the Giants in this one. They're favored by 6.5, and I think it's a good solid one-unit play to take the Lions and the 6.5 points. Keep in mind, you can always buy it down to 5 if you're not comfortable with the 6.5, but at this point in time, 6.5 is good. Last game I'm going to look at is for the Sunday day card. Still got Packers playing Sunday Night Football, which I'll touch on in a later video. New York Jets, both New York teams. New York Jets at the Jacksonville Jaguars. The Jags come into this 3-4 in the season. The Giants are 1-5. Offensively, the Jags have scored 20.5 points a game to the Jets 12.6. Jags have 238.2 passing yards per game. Jets 156 per game. Rushing, the Jaguars hold a huge advantage. 140.1 rushing yards per game to the Jets 64. The Jags are averaging 5.97 yards per play, and the Jets just 3.91. Gardner Minshew seems to be getting better and better each game. He's got 16 touchdown passes, 2 picks on the season. DJ Chalk is the Jags' leading receiver, and Leonard Fournette's everything's shaping up for him to have a decent game in this one. A pretty good game. If you play fantasy football, you might want to look into him. The Jets' defense has been sloppy this year. They just got pounded by the Patriots 33-0. But the Patriots' defense owned them, but the offense, Sonny Michel had 3 rushing touchdowns, so Leonard Fournette's going to see that same kind of success and not have to share it with anybody. He doesn't have to share it with, 18 other running backs like New England has. But the quarterback, Sam Darnold, he's made a difference, but now he's got a foot problem. Is he completely healthy? He's young. He's made terrible decisions in that last game. He's got a good group of receivers and Le'Veon Bell. It's just the list of injuries for the Jets, I think it exceeds some teams' practice squads. It's quite a bit. And I don't know. Their team is in turmoil right now over all the off-field stuff that's going on. And you don't know how they're going to respond. The coach is under question, whether he's a player's coach or a coach's coach. And sometimes if you're not a player's coach, the players won't play for you. So it's going to be interesting to see what they come out with this week. But the Jags are favored by 6.5 in this one, and I expect them to cover this number at home. I'd be cautious to the over players because there may or may not be thunderstorms rolling through the area late in this game. And I believe that both teams will try to methodically move the ball down the field and not take a lot of shots and just kind of play the clock game. And I believe the Jaguars' defense will prevail on this one, and their offense will score just enough. So we're going to go with a 2-unit play on the Jags for a color of grass return. Yep, green money. But the other leans that I have, no official bets, the Seahawks. I would not take them at 7. I would buy this down to 4.5 if you can, maybe 5.5, whatever they can let you buy it down to, because the Seahawks are just not they're not a cover by 7 kind of team anymore. They haven't been for a couple of years. They're going to play to their opponents. So whatever the Falcons bring is what the Seahawks are going to bring. I believe the Seahawks win the game. Undoubtedly, they're going to win the game, but I just don't know that it's going to be by 7 points or more. And I also like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers by 2.5. So those are my football picks. If you guys like the football content, hit me up. Let me know. Let me know who you're on. We're all in this together. I'm trying to help you. You guys can help me. Let me know if you have any side picks or teasers or pleasers or parlays. Anything that we can all help each other out. Try to get a little community going and crush the books. That's what we're here for. But if you guys like it, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. Keep this channel rolling. Hit the thumbs up. Appreciate it. I love all the thumbs ups I get and the subscribers. It's awesome. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and most importantly, good luck with your bets.